Yes. We are back at it. Kicks on stage.
Yeah.
How you feeling? My name is Justin.
My name is Christian.
We want to welcome you to another episode of Kicks on Stage. It's feeling a little toasty. It's getting toasty outside. You notice the weather has changed, Christian?
Hot up in the city.
It's hot in the city. But I'm so excited because you know what? It's about to get a good conversation is about to be cooked up here.
Ooh,
once again, the energy's up. We already know the vibes are going to be at a good pace. But before we jump into that, Christian, you really know the deal. We got to jump into it. We want to know a heat check moment. What you got going on here on your feet and also on your drip here? What's the outfit choice today?
Drip? I feel like I'm very vintagey today. I got a vintage, hat on. I got an Adidas vintage t-shirt on. I got some Carhartt camo pants.
Okay.
I'm wearing some Adidas flip-flops.
Wow, you went just real comfortable.
Yeah, but I'm mainly all about Adidas today. I'm not usually, you gotta respect the guest. Who's coming through, so we gotta show some respect. Adidas all day. Yeah.
That's to play off what you just spoke about. Yes, I am too also dripped in Adidas head to toe. I got my Adidas jacket on here. But the pants are not Adidas. I'm sorry. These are Christopher Bakes. The shoes are Stan Smiths.
Classic.
The classic Stan Smiths. So we are about to bring on someone. As Christian alluded to earlier on. It's all about Adidas. It's all about Adidas today. We're paying homage to our guest. We're showing respect. That's how we do over here at Kicks on Stage. And just before he comes on, is there like a towel? I need a towel. I'm sweating.
Yeah, sweat up.
I'm only joking. We all good. Let's get into it. Let's let them know who we got today, Christian.
Born and raised in Toronto, a self-taught breaker turned actor. This man is just an overall artist.
You may have seen his face on the TV screen in a movie that was called Madam C.J. Walker featuring Tiffany Haddish. She also was in a docu-series called Air Aces as well too, and Tall Boys comedy sketch on CBC. We're talking about someone who loves his Adidas, who reps it from head to toe. We're talking about none other than the one and only Derick Agyemang. Come on in here, Derick.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Point in the camera. There you go. You got the finger points going. There you go, Derick. We got some applause for you. The people are
Yes.
You made
what
it.
What is going on? I heard you guys were doing a heat check, so I figured take off.
You took it off.
He took it off.
This is a first. This is a first. This is a first. Kicks on Stage first.
Let me know what it is.
So these are the Adidas ZX Flux Prisms. I call them pixels though.
Okay.
So these are my pride and joy. As you can tell, I got them in 2014. They still look brand new.
Yeah, those are fresh.
Yes, they look fresh.
So and I brought another pair. If you know anyone who fixes shoes, help me. Okay, help me, please.
Hold on. You gotta get double flex bomb. If you can fix shoes.
If you can fix, I haven't had these shoes more than a year. Okay, this is a collaboration between Adidas and another company called Have a Good Time. They are 2018, I believe, release. I barely wore them, and somehow on the right side of my foot, there is a hole.
Adidas, hook it up.
Please hook it up.
Come on.
Please.
Less than a year. Big hole in that.
Derick needs your help right here. So the drip. So you only have 2 feet, but you got 2 different pairs of shoes. So you're wearing the ZX Fluxes on your feet?
Well, I heard there's going to be a freestyle.
Oh,
so,
you came through.
I came prepared.
Don't just jump there yet. We gotta ease our way through it here.
Well, I mean, by now they know what's going on. They know
do.
what's up.
The people do.
They should.
They do. They should know. They should know for sure. So Derick, we are so honored to have you on here. We know that you are a man of many talents. We also know that you are very passionate, not only just about your sneakers, but also about your dance history, and all things entertainment, I guess you should say. So I just want to ask you first off the bat, what got you into dance, or how did dance find you?
Oh man, I first started. I've always been a very active kid, so I started off. I was inspired by Michael Jackson, but funny enough, I didn't want to dance like Michael Jackson.
Why is that?
I wanted something more that had more action, more body movement. right? Because I was watching Power Rangers. I was doing like gymnastics, cartwheels, martial arts, you name it. So I wanted something that was like full body. And unfortunately, the media was calling what Michael Jackson was doing as breaking. I was like, that's not, like, I didn't know what breaking was, but I'm like, that's not it. I knew that wasn't it. So fast forward, and if I wasn't dancing, I'd probably be a gymnast or a martial artist.
Derick does many tricks.
I do a lot of things. I have the body of an athlete. Ladies and gentlemen.
Let it be known.
Yes, that's right.
Let him know.
Bomb right. Bomb. Bombs. Yes, bombs. So then fast forward, there was a show called Electric Circus. Remember?
EC.
Yeah, Electric Circus. Come on.
Theme songs.
Right? So this is 98. I moved back to Canada. I'm living in Vancouver. And I'm watching Electric Circus. And I see this breaker. And he's doing a set. And I'm like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I did well to memorize whatever I could. I was in like grade 4 or 5 at that time. And it wasn't until grade 7 we had 2 breakers from the nearby high school come and teach, because there's that, I forget what program it's called. There's that work program you got to do for like 40 hours, I think. Yeah. So in BC, you had the same thing over there as well. By the way, I went to high school in BC. So
Vancouver, British Columbia,
yes.
for those who do not know.
Shout out to Burnaby South Rebels. Hey. Okay. So yeah, man, lots of shout outs, man. I know a lot of people, man. So
Lots of shout outs.
Lots of shout outs. So they had this B girl and a B boy come through and like show us the foundations, and I furthered my love for breaking. So it wasn't until I went into high school, and high school over there, my high school went from grade 8 to grade 12. So I got there in grade 8, and they had a B-boy club. So I joined right away. I would get to school. So school wouldn't start till like maybe 9 o'clock. I get to school at like 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. How, like grade 8, I'm like what, 12 years old? Wake up in the morning, 6 o'clock, shower, whatever. It was every Wednesday, every Friday. And luckily enough, a lot of there was a really prominent crew in Vancouver, NON, Now or Never crew. Shout out to G, Muggs, Savage Rock, Jax, just the whole crew. And they noticed my dedication very early on, because that was when I really first started taking it very seriously. And they were doing a school tour, and I got invited. Out of a lot of the people who were in the club, they were like, we want you to come with us, you know? And I was like honored. And it so happened because one of the elementary schools that I went to, we actually went to that school to perform. So it was kind of full circle for me. So in high school, I took my dance classes. Out of the 5 years I was in high school, I took classes for the 4 years. I actually took 1 year off so that I could do home ec and learn how to cook.
What was the go-to for Derick at that time? What was the go-to meal?
At that time, it was baked goods. It was a lot of baked goods. So, you know, I was a baker. I was out here baking.
Can you bake, Christian?
I mean, I can follow a recipe.
Do I bake?
Can you bake?
No.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I don't
crazy like that. I
don't bake anymore, but I did a lot of baking in high school, and yeah. So I want to send a huge shout out to my 2 dance teachers, Miss Oguchi, who's now known as Miss Wilson, because Mrs. Wilson, she got married, and Miss Diane Carr. If it wasn't for those 2 people teaching me everything from ballet or the ballet, contemporary, modern, Polynesian. You name it. I learned jazz. I learned all of it in the 4 years of being at Burnaby South Secondary School. So it gave me an insight as a student and as a dancer who was not privy to the studio life at all. I actually didn't like studio kids because they were very annoying. You know? I get in the studio. It's so great. You know, and I was just like, ugh. Look at these people. And now look at me. A couple years down the line, I actually ended up teaching at a studio, which is a different thing.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got started and got into that. And then doing that, moved back to Toronto. I had auditioned for the 2nd season of So You Think You Can Dance. So you can dance. Yeah, I was there. I actually ended up meeting. That was where I made a lot of my my Toronto dance connection. So shout out to Jenna Lynn Higgins, amazing, beautiful dancer. I met her there. She actually went up before I did. She was like the one before me. So we met that weekend. We were like good friends. She also happened to live in Brampton as well. That's where I ended up moving to.
Come on, Peel Region.
Yes, Peel Region. I live in Toronto now, so I'm back where I belong. Yeah, but Brampton's cool.
Oh, you can punch for Brampton one time.
Yeah. So did that, and I wanted to kind of add more arsenal to my movement. So I really started to focus on gymnastics, tricks, all the sorts. I joined a performance team called Excellent Entertainment. Shout out to Phi Huynh. And after that, I was introduced. I was dancing with Nathan Elliott. I was dancing with Nathan Elliott, who I don't remember how we got in touch with each other, but that happened. And then someone he knew told me about Megan Boys, and that's where I met Justin Barkai, right? Shout out to Justin Barkai.
Shout out to Paige and Gian. Funny enough, that's also how Christian, he also danced for Megan Boys.
Oh, no, you didn't?
Yeah, briefly.
Oh, briefly. Okay. Yeah, man, I started.
We all danced for Megan Boys.
Oh, the mic's headphones coming off. Yeah, man. So Megan Boys, and then I met Alicia Santilli and Derick Petrucci, and those guys then invited me to become the resident b-boy breaking teacher at KIDS. Kids.
Rap your kids.
Yo, man, drop some bombs, man. Come on. What are you dealing with right now?
I'm liking it.
Yo, man, so I've been there 6 years straight, 7 seasons deep, and bittersweet, but this actually is my last year and last season teaching. It's been, how long has it been now, Justin? Like 3 weeks now since I've...
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, about a month.
At the current moment.
At the current moment. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
So, okay, so you gave us your dance history. Where in there did these Adidas sneakers come about?
Oh, man. Okay, so...
Because Breakers, that's Puma, right?
Puma see? Yo, Christian. Yo, hold on.
I know a little bit.
Yeah. So Puma Clydes are actually like the shoes that most b-boys would pick, and that was in like the beginning of it. It was Clydes, it was Converse, it was Superstars. Because of Run DMC, I'll be very honest, that's where it started, and also it's just kind of where my heart went to. I like supporting the underdog, right? And when you look at Nike and Adidas, let's be honest, Nike they make the sales. Their shoes are more aesthetically pleasing to the mass majority, right? But Adidas is just right there. And to me, like the lifestyle and the look and the aesthetic of Adidas speaks to me, and that's why I went towards it. So my first pair of Adidas that I actually bought on my own were the fat-tongued Superstar 2s, Carolina Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
twos.
My mom actually, it's funny, my mom actually had a pair of the OG ZX Flux from 1988 or 87. And I didn't know that until like I got older, but I would go through her closet and like look at these shoes and be like, oh, what are these? And it wasn't until they got re-released, I was like, oh, those are the same shoes. Oh, this is tight. This is like full circle. I got to get these shoes now. So that's where it kind of started. And then I just literally Superstars, Stan Smith, Sambas, RT1s, Rain Tracks. I got it. If you come to my place, there's a tower. There's a leaning tower of Adidas in my living room.
Leaning tower.
The leaning tower of Adidas. Yo, drop a bomb for me one time. Come on, man. Leaning tower of Adidas. What are you dealing with right now? Let's go.
Hold on. You have a passion for Adidas, and obviously you have a passion for breaking. When you moved to Toronto, and you had all this training in breaking and other styles as well too, as you mentioned, did you immediately gravitate to like the b-boy culture out here in Toronto? Did you try to align yourself with a crew? Did you like, you know what, I'm just gonna go the independent route? Like, how did you navigate coming from Vancouver and back to Toronto? Like, how did you navigate through that to find, this is how I'm going to continue my training?
When I first came back, I actually hated it. I didn't want to be here. So for a year, I didn't talk to nobody. I was literally in my basement of our newly bought house, just training. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be back in Toronto because like I had a life in Burnaby. But a lot of the B-boys from Toronto would come to Vancouver. So shout out to Tricky Troubles and Switch B. They would actually travel down and compete in the battles. So, and I made connections with them in person. And then I also messaged them online just to see, like, where are the spots. So Switch B, Tricky Troubles, and of course Frost. Frost, who is the king of Mississauga when it comes to breaking. He always monitors and holds a lot of the sessions with him and GI, Ground Illusions. So,
I love it. It's making my job so much easier. I love it. This is great.
So yeah, I was training at home. I would find time to train whenever I could make it out to the sessions that were happening that Frost was holding. And I was also training really hard just to make a good impression for So You Think. So I spent a good 4 to 6 months just like everything, like every day, eating properly, drinking tons of water, just in the basement, just like working. Now, here's the thing. As you know, I did not make it on the show, but it was such an amazing experience. It allowed me to be connected and also just kind of see the landscape of what it was to be a dancer in Toronto and connect with other people.
I found that with So You Think, the Canadian version, maybe you noticed it, maybe it was just me. The politics that they would put on that show, it was very more, you would see it more than the American version of the show. When I say that, I mean, with the Canadian version, they would pair up people. If you don't know, I'm letting the secret out. They would pair out people, the producers would pair up people that would were the highest people that would get the most votes. So they would maintain their longevity upon the show, right? Then it's like with the American side of the show, they don't necessarily do that, right? They're able to hide it and then be a lot more secretive. That was why I never auditioned for So You Think, because the people that I've known that went on that show to audition, they were like, man, it's all about politics.
Yeah, it's that weekend is quite an ordeal. Those 2 days. Yeah. So the first day, I made it to the first day, got picked by Blake, came to the second day, and I was able to make it onto the TV audition. They had said that I needed more training, which was fair, and also I was young. The first comment was that I looked young. I still look young. Come on, look at my face. Right?
That's for you, Derick.
Thank you. So that happened, but what really kind of made everything real was we were auditioning, and on the first day, they were sending home phenomenal dancers, phenomenal contempt dancers, phenomenal street style dancers, and I was like, oh, something's going on here, right?
Interesting.
And I can't believe this is the first or second day, one of the producers said this. She said, guys, just a reminder, this is a television show, not a dance competition. And when she said that, my brain went, gotcha. So when I didn't make it, I'm chilling. The cameras came in my face like, oh, yo, how do you feel? I'm like, I'm good. They're trying to get a reaction out of me. And I was like, nah, man, I auditioned, I didn't make it in. I'll probably come back next time or not. I don't know. So it is a television show at the end of the day. You guys think of that however you want to think about it. Jason has said a few things, and I've said a few things, and I'm going to leave it at that.
But that's what it is. It's TV, right? I mean, they have their casting. They know what they're looking for. So if you fit that, casting profile, then you're good. But you also have to back it up with talent.
Of course.
You have to be smart and have talent.
Important.
So
very, very, very important.
Yeah.
VIP.
VIP. Very important. Tyson Nodge, we see you, man. Runaway the Catwalker. On Spotify.
Derick is the first to drop plugs.
Yo, I'm out. Listen. You need to shamelessly promote yourself.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, you do.
That's because if you want to be seen, you need to promote yourself. Okay? My name is Derick Agyemang. You can find me on Instagram at The Chase So Far. My Twitter is I am Agyemang. Okay. That's what's up. I'm telling you right now. I'm takeover. Okay.
He's taking over the show.
Derek on stage right now. Kicks with Derek on stage with Justin and Christian.
Survive.
Yeah. I told you. Listen, Justin. I wasn't playing games, man.
He wasn't playing.
I'm coming with the energy.
He's coming with it.
I'm here.
I hope you're feeling. what Derek is bringing through this camera right now. It's infectious. It's infectious stuff right now. I was going to ask a question, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to check in with you. Okay, and talking about your dance history as well too. So you went so you think you can dance, didn't happen for you. You continued training, I believe, after this point. Yep. When was the shift for you in terms of acting? When did you start saying, I'm going to give this a try? Okay,
so when I was younger, seeing Macaulay Culkin on TV, I was like, wow, man, like he's a kid on TV. It's crazy. I'm a kid. Could I be on TV? So, but again, I am the child of immigrant parents. Just imagine, you're going to tell your mom or your dad, in my case, my Ghanaian mother, that I wanna be an actor. She'd be like, hold on, you want me to stop my work, okay, to pick you up from school, to take you to an audition which you might not get. And then I'm going to bring you back to school and then go. No, that's not happening. It's not happening.
Pull up.
It's not happening. So I didn't even bother with that. So like when I was young, like it was just like this like desire that I had that I wasn't feeding. And it wasn't until my best friend Moses, shout out to Moses one time. You actually met Moses in Vancouver. You called him Harold.
I did call him Harold. Do you want Harold and Kumar?
Wow.
Sorry. I just called him where I went with it.
Don't look at the Asian guy and say Harold.
I'm just telling you because you're my man, so I wanted to tell you. I'm a be over here. Let's rewind that. Let's rewind. We'll cut that out.
So my best friend Moses had got into acting, and him and we actually lived like 3 or 4 houses from each other at this point. So I would go to his place and help him with his self tapes or do whatever, and he'd get his headshots done and everything. He'd be like, "Yo, man, like, why don't you give this a shot?" I'm like, "I'm not doing it." And I did want to do it, but I also just didn't want to go through the whole motion of what I just, the whole scenario. So grade 9, he actually played Duke Orsino in 12th Night. And there's a rule in the school where if you play a lead character for any of the plays, you're not allowed to play another character for any other plays, which is fair. So the following year, I think I was in either grade 11 or grade 12, he dragged me to the audition that they were having for the new plays. There was 2 plays happening that year. There was one called After Juliet, which was an unofficial sequel to Romeo and Juliet, and then another play called The Village Idiots. I got a role in both of those plays, which is, I didn't think. I'm just like, I'm just gonna come and audition, like, and I put my heart in it, but I was just like, just give it a try, whatever. So my handstand skills got me a role on The Village Idiots, and then my acting skills at that time, whatever they were, got me a role on After Juliet. My handstand skills got me a role on Village Idiots, and then my acting skills got me a role on After Juliet, and it was such a great opportunity. And I didn't tackle acting until I moved back to Toronto. I was taking a few workshops. And then at one of the workshops, my agent, who actually was an actor at that time, was transitioning into her becoming an agent. And in about a year of her just working and whatnot, she got in touch with me and said, "Hey, I know you're relatively new and you're green, but like you have a lot of talent, and I want to help you get to where you want to be." So shout out to Jessica Martins, Brianne Thorderson. Now she's known as Brianne Cesar, and of course, new to the team, Jessica Brown. Bang, bang, bang. So, that's kind of how we were here. And it's funny because dance was the main priority for me. And then acting kind of just did this. I still love and care about dance a lot. But I I love acting. I love the ability to dissect, explore what it is to be in the human experience, and put in your personal circumstances into the character that you are playing or working on. And I pride myself on being a very introspective person, and it's an avenue for me to go and play, at the end of the day. So
I feel like for me as well, being an actor as well too. I'm retired for a minute until I want to unretire myself.
Yo, I keep telling Justin to come back to the game.
I'll get there eventually.
So if you know this man, tell him to come back to the game, yo.
I'll get there eventually. But I felt like even growing up as a kid though, and maybe for all of us here as well too, just being minorities, and when you look on the television screen and you don't have the right representation of people that you are growing up with, or like your family and loved ones, and they're not on the television screen. So, for me, like Family Matters was like a show. I was like, I want to connect with Carl, right? Or, yes, and, Fresh Prince and whatever. But I wanted to ask this question, though. For me, that's TV, right? We're talking about also film as well, too.
Yes.
When it comes to film, though, I really felt like, the Sidney Poitiers and the Denzel Washingtons were like the pinnacles. Who were some of your inspirations, early inspirations, actors? This doesn't have to be black leads, but if there are, then sure. But who were some of your inspirations growing up as an actor?
It's funny. At that time, just from, I have to start off with Macaulay, because that was how this kind of thing got in. And there was a weird moment that Bow Wow got in there. Like I'd be watching YTV, and I'm like, Bow Wow. He wasn't an actor, but still like
YTV or 106 in Park?
No, YTV.
Bow Wow was on
YTV?
Yo, Bow Wow was on YTV.
Doing what?
Really?
So if you remember, whenever the artists would come to Toronto, they have to do the whole press run. They go to Much Music, they also go, because Bow Wow was young. Oh. Remember? He was like 13, 12. So I'm watching YTV one time. Bow Wow's on. I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. That's Bow Wow. Could I rap? Could I be Bow Wow? The Canadian Bow Wow. Damn, that could be me, man. No. But getting older, and even right now, like I'll be honest, at that time, I can't remember if I had any sort of actor or actors that I was looking up to. But now, John David Washington, okay? He is that man. That man is for real. He's about it. And if you know who his dad, I'm not even gonna say who his dad is. Just do your Googles. You should know who his dad is. Him, Charlize Theron, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx, multi-talented actor. And let me add one more in here. Who else gets a shout out? Who gets a shout out? You know what's funny? Jim Carrey. Because awesome. Jim Carrey, what I like about Jim Carrey is that he is himself, and he was embraced for being himself. And there are a lot of actors who actually don't like Jim Carrey because he's just a lot. I'm a lot too, right? So
he pressed the Funk Flex bomb button about 18 times.
We need a count.
We'll get a count.
There should be a count. But that's the thing. And I think the reason, like, in my life, I had to do something active. It was imperative, very important. And I think that's kind of how I allow myself to kind of, just be me. I can't sit still. I've tried just be cool and sit there. It doesn't work for me. Like, this is me. Like, I'm full of energy. Like, that's who I am. And I needed something to pour myself into. And with how exciting and also difficult that acting can be, it's the perfect thing for me. Again, like I said, it could have been acting. It's been dancing. I model as well. It could have been gymnastics. I could have been a track star.
Martial arts,
martial arts as well, right? So that's just what it is. But those are the people that have inspired me and continue to inspire me. But I will say his name again, John David Washington. Shout out to Leighton William Alexander. Okay, that man is also another actor who inspires the heck out of me. I got a chance to work with him in a play called Judas Noir, where I played the title character, but it was an ensemble play. So everybody had equal parts. And he was the director also as the actor as well. And also the writer. He actually adapted the play. So the original play is called The Last Days of Judas Iscariot, which was written by Stephen Adley Gurgis. And he adapted it. And he had an all-black cast. And we were dealing with everything that a black woman or a man could deal with in their lifetime. Wow. It was incredible. Incredible. I'm so thankful to have been able to have been a part of that cast and that play.
Ensemble cast. You talk about.
Hold on. We actually got nominated for a Dora Award. So I am a Dora nominated actor as well.
All right.
So,
I was going to clap. the flex bomb.
Thank you.
The flex bomb took over. You mentioned all these actors and all these different celebrities as they're known. When you have a celebrity who now then gets a shoe deal, when you talk about your good old fashioned, one of my favorite collabs, the Jeremy Scotts with Adidas.
Ooh, yeah.
You got your Missy Elliott, you got your Pharrell, and now you got your Beyonce. We're going to talk about the man himself. Yes, Kanye West. You think about Pusha T. You think about all these different celebrities that have collabs with Adidas. I'm talking Adidas specifically. How do you feel when different celebs, or Stella McCartney as well too? How do you feel when these celebrities are getting deals with the brand that you care so much about? Like, do you feel like they're just buying into the hype, or do you feel like it actually it warrants that? Missy Elliott, her videos are so vibrant, so it makes sense why her shoe is vibrant. Do you look at what Pharrell's been doing? What's your take on the Adidas collabs with different celebrities?
Pharrell has been able to put his own individual stamp alongside Adidas to push human race, as you guys know, the NMDs and all of that. When Missy came in with Adidas, that was 2007 or 8. Bruh. And I would say for me that those were dark times for Adidas. We just it just wasn't. Not saying that collab wasn't working, but we just for me, where I know and thought Adidas could be, it just wasn't happening at that time. So I am indifferent to the Missy Elliott collab. Also, shout out to Sesame Street as well. They also had a collab with Adidas as well, and Disney. So the Pharrell collaboration was really good. It actually really pushed the brand to kind of be seen and received by other people. The Missy Elliott, as of course her being a creative, was amazing as well. But I think, and honestly, we cannot let this just skate on by. Kanye really drove that to the masses, right? Kanye, in addition with the boosts, okay? You have to understand this. Adidas has never had any technology that they stood alone with. Right? That was also being consumed like that, right? Because before that, they were coming out with the S loops, they were coming out with the ZX Flux, and then when the Boost came out, I'm actually kind of sad because when the Boost came out, the Boost kind of derailed the ZX Flux push a little bit. They put that on the back end and just pumped it out. Right. And then with Yeezy coming in, utilizing that technology and also making his own thing about that. I mean, we all know where it went for almost huge. from 16, 17, 18. Adidas was the #1 bought shoe worldwide. Yeah. Right. So it's not because it was successful. It also captivated and grabbed people's attentions. And if I can recall, I did listen to episode 0, and again, thank you for the shout out. But for the first time ever, Adidas was stepping on the neck of Nike because they were like, "What are we doing? We have to figure this out because now this has never happened before, right?" So to answer your question, I am very happy about all those collabs. Some of them I'm indifferent to, but my most favorite collabs of all time. The Jeremy Scott Dark Knights. Oh my goodness. Talking patent leather with triple black. Jeez. With the wings and the tips. What do you
The wings.
What do you come on,
the flex
man.
bomb count just went up. As I'm talking to you and listening, I'm also realizing that Kanye was very shoe driven, right? They pushed the shoe sales all the way up. He did try with his season 1 and season 2, and he tried with his apparel. But I think someone at Adidas was like, you know what? We're not selling enough clothes right now. Let's get Beyonce.
Yeah.
And let's get Beyonce out here
Yeah.
to really just push apparel. Beyonce maybe has like 2 shoes, I think. Maybe less.
I don't
maybe
even know she has.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she has
2 or 3. But then her apparel.
The apparel is going off.
That sells out in like record timing, no matter what season she drops, not season, what any type of like,
Ivy Park, right?
yeah,
Ivy
Ivy
Park.
Park.
And she was sending those packages. Yo, those Ivy Park packages.
Yeah, super dope.
One day.
You'll get there. But yeah, I find that now Adidas kind of has like a foot heavily in that apparel game.
And now Jerry Lorenzo.
Jerry Lorenzo.
That's a whole
That's
other
another
thing.
guy.
That's a whole other thing.
Oh my goodness, Nike! How do you drop that ball?
Yeah.
How do you drop that ball?
You know, the one thing and maybe you guys can let me know if I'm right or wrong with this, but I'm not a big Adidas guy, but what I do appreciate about Adidas is that I feel like Nike kind of only endorses athletes. Travis Scott now, but athletes.
Yes.
Really big athletes that push whatever they want to push. Yeah. Adidas gives the platform to not just athletes, but artists. And we relate to that, whether you're a rapper, singer, a fashion designer, whatever the case may be, there's an outlet there with Adidas for artists like us. And it pushes or it just adds to the culture, like from breakers to DJs to like
dancers.
to dancers,
Yeah.
it's just everything that encompasses us, Adidas kind of has.
Yeah.
So
And that's why it's known as a lifestyle brand.
Well, shout out to Run DMC. They kind of laid that foundation down. Huge.
Yeah, definitely. And that's actually a really good point, Christian. Nike has the tech fleece to have the Jordans, the Air Force Ones, and all of that. But there's just this certain je ne sais quoi about Adidas. Like you can't, like when you have a fresh pair of Stan Smiths with your up and down tracksuit, geez, man, you can't. Come on,
just classic.
I think but it's also like placement as well too, right? We live in North America. Fine, we have all the access to all these different brands and different cultures and different fashion, as you would call it. You now go over to like London. Adidas is
huge in Europe.
Huge in Europe.
So it's actually funny because coming here, I wanted to really talk about that. My perception at that time when I'm saying that Adidas is struggling, that perception comes from a person who lives in North America. Yeah. In Europe, Adidas is booming. Always been booming. Will always boom
because of soccer.
Yeah,
or football as they call it.
Yeah. Yeah, they really embraced it over there. And like, for example, when you look at London culture, tracksuits, mandoms over there with tracksuits and things, yeah? Don't know, eh?
Boom.
You know what it is. So, they've really managed to keep that alive. And I'm not surprised because that's where it started in Germany, but like in Europe, it's where it started, right? Whereas it's kind of like Adidas is for Europeans, whereas Nike's for North Americans, right? Because where is the Nike store? It's in the Nike headquarters is in Portland, right? Phil Knight, what's up? So, that's just what it is. But I have to say, I'm so happy to see Adidas be so heavily received in the past couple of years. Like it was so nice to see that, like for once, and because like I never thought I would ever see it in my life where people were lining up for Adidas, lining up for Adidas. I'm sorry, because I've seen the dark days. People didn't like Adidas. They didn't like Adidas. Nike all the time. All my friends were rocking. They would rock everything but Adidas.
But you see, especially when you go into Foot Locker, like you walk in there and you see like the wall that's like right to the front was just like all Nikes, right? Yep. And then like eventually then they kind of had more Adidas in the front. They had like, the superstars, thanks to also Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner put the superstars on the map. All those girls were like, yo, I'm wearing superstars now. And like, it was a phase. You go to like Yorkdale, you go to Yorkville, all the girls were wearing superstars because of Miss Kylie Jenner. But I have a question for you.
Yes, Justin.
You said something. You said honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions, yes.
The only person I know who's saying honorable mentions was Mr. Aubrey Drake Graham.
Oh, he said that?
honorable mentions. Yeah, he was ESPN when he hosted the ESPYs.
Yes.
Do your Googles. Do your Googles, Derick.
Do your Googles.
Do your Googles.
I gotta do my. I've seen clips of him hosting the awards. I didn't watch the whole thing. Unfortunately,
It was unbelievable to the side pieces. Anyways, when he had his deal with Adidas, I was also there when he first performed God's Plan for. He was at the Majid Jordan.
Hold on, wait. When he had his deal,
Correct.
no, he didn't have his
it was in
deal.
talks, no?
No.
It was okay.
Speculation?
Okay, let's. All right, we're gonna nerd out a little bit over here.
Drake had a deal with Adidas because he was wearing Adidas a lot in his pictures.
Okay.
And then we all know what happened after that.
Yes. Okay. So
my question to you was, what in terms of that situation where it wasn't just like before we're talking about how Nike let all these different artists go and collaborators go, but now it was like an artist having beef with an artist, and then he was like, you know what,
I'm off this. Yeah.
I never seen that before.
That situation, that's between those two grown men. They can deal with that, but it's funny. It then goes back to my being indifferent with these collabs. Again, it boosting the perception of what it is for that brand to be for Adidas would have been amazing, but I also feel like Drake was doing that. And again, I'm a big Drake fan, but I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like Drake was taunting Nike to be like, what are you guys gonna do? Like, how are you guys gonna keep me with you guys? Because his deal with Nike was not finished, but he was stepping on their necks, right? And this is when him and Kanye were like trying to be friends, not really sure what's going on. Like, let me help you. Nah, I don't like you. I like you. Let's do a song, whatever. Yeah, again, whole messy thing. But with Drake's unfortunate departure from signing with Adidas, see, the thing about that is it can't hurt you if it wasn't solidified. It was never solidified, right? And there was talks about a line coming out and all that stuff. If the line had come out, then we can talk about something. But if you're just wearing like prime knits and NMDs and superstars, and you're wearing like tracksuits and stuff, like people who are looking and seeing what's going on. Like, I knew what was going on, Justin knew what was going on, and we're talking about, like, it was a huge conversation in the street culture world. But at the end of the day, with no actual release of it, that's just what it is.
But here's my question though to the panel here. If you're someone, and I'm going back to Drake here. If you look at how he moves and how he shakes, what I meant to say was at this Majid Jordan concert, he was wearing
I remember that
tracksuit, and he was wearing
all white,
the 350s.
Yep, all white.
Okay, but my question is, he rocks like that. When he's wearing something, he's wearing chrome hearts. Look at how much
he rocks hard.
Look how much he rocks chrome hearts, and how much the prices of chrome hearts continues to rise. Right, and then obviously his deal with Nike. That's a given. We're not going to get into that. That's just how he moves. So I'm saying his affiliation clearly was with Adidas because he was wearing it a lot.
Yeah, he was wearing it a lot, but he was also, because that was the thing. Like, at that moment, he putting pressure on Nike to be like, yo, like, what are you guys gonna do about this? Because if you guys don't deal with me properly, I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna go over there, right? Nike owes Kanye a huge thank you for messing up that deal and bringing Drake back to Nike. Because if that didn't happen, and you have Drake and Kanye at Adidas, fam,
it's crazy,
bro. Can you imagine?
Situation.
Can you imagine?
That's a conversation.
Every single person's wearing Adidas. I don't care. Anybody who was hating on Adidas, you're wearing it now.
Oh yeah.
You're wearing it now because you guys just like to follow people. It's okay.
Not the KOS fan.
No. But it is. But
follow us.
Also, follow us. Follow these guys. Twitter, Instagram, websites, all of that. But
working on the Twitter. Working on
Twitter. Okay, cool. It's all good. But that's just the thing. But then me saying people follow, it's nothing bad. It's just like when you have possibly and arguably one of the most popular musical acts rocking your brand, people are just gonna wear it. It's just impressions. It's like, oh, he's wearing Adidas. Oh, let me go get a pair of Adidas. That's it. So that's it.
I got a random question.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not random because I'm introverted. Have you ever seen an Adidas shoe where you like these things are mad ugly?
Oh.
For example, like the first Kobe's that came out, those moon boots. I mean, some of y'all like them.
My brother has 2 pairs. The
Of those?
the black and the yellows. Yeah.
Oh,
I
not
just
the
can't.
yellows.
Okay. I just can't with those. But yes, you
They're
Adidas
like
fan.
bricks. They're like bricks.
Just to speak on those shoes, I actually like when they first came out, but now they're actually kind of cool. That like, well, I mean, mans are wearing dad shoes everywhere. So come on, man, you can't even talk about those shoes right now. Don't do that. If you're gonna go and buy a pair of rickety Balenciagas, don't talk about the Kobe's, man. Sorry. Anyways,
It's true, huh? Yeah.
I'm sorry. This whole dad shoes situation like that happened. It was the worst thing ever. I hated it. And that's
a lot of fashion heads would be like, nah, we like our Balenciagas.
But that goes back to what I said about following. Again, I digress. Yes, I have seen some Adidas that I did not like.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of them I do not like. I'm not going to mention any names of the shoes, but like a lot of the times I visit the site and I'm like, oh my God. Like,
What y'all doing?
damn. I feel that it's this push to be individual and be interesting. And I understand that. But sometimes it's just a bit too much. Again, I love these guys, but I keep it
Holes and all.
100%.
Product placement here.
I keep it 100%. Okay, I love them, but at the same time, there are just some shoes that just don't hit with me. They don't hit with me. A lot of them don't hit with me. You know, the XPLRs, amazing shoes. The Sambas, amazing shoes. RT1s, amazing shoes. Sorry, not RT1s, the Rain Treks, amazing shoes. But like, there's some shoes that came out. Like, I'll be honest, the Oswegos.
Okay, have you tried them on though?
Have you tried them on?
The most comfortable shoe ever. Not ever. I take that. It's not ever.
But they're comfortable.
Very comfortable.
So I think what Adidas is looking at from what you're saying is about they're looking at comfortability. Amazing. But now we need to look at aesthetics. Because people like a nice, clean look. And even then, let's be honest, with people buying these bummy dad shoes that they were buying, they still weren't buying Adidas. They weren't, right? Because when that run of boosts starts to diminish, right, they were then trying to grab and see, okay, what else can we do? And then you see things sprouting out. And I believe that what they should have done was, with the boost still being popular, they needed to push the ZX Flux. They need to push these. They stopped pushing these and started going heavy on the boost. And I think that really hurt them because these shoes were the it shoe at that time. And then the boost just came and blew everybody out of the water. But that's just those are my 2 cents.
Why can't they just throw a bunch of boost technology in some of their older models or different models than just have the functionality plus the style of other shoes?
So here's the thing. This is where Kanye did it right. Kanye covered the boosts. Genius. Because the boosts, the moment you get dirt or water on them or they start to fray, it's finito.
Done.
It's a done. You can't bring them back.
You can repaint them.
Have you tried to repaint them?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I tried doing it.
Yeah, those shoes on like as amazing and as innovative as they still are. It's the upkeep. It's hard to keep those shoes clean. And then when they came out with the black boosts, that was amazing. But at the end of the day, what they need to do is figure out a way to keep it covered. Right? If you cover it with a certain type of material, but it still has its functionality, there you go.
That's it.
There you go. So you went from this nice little run here where you're in Toronto, you're comfortable, you're doing your thing, you're acting, you're getting out there, you're being seen, you're being heard, doing Tim Hortons commercials, Bob Marley coffee commercials as well too, print ads,
billboards,
right? So then you get an opportunity to dance with the A-team, the Argos.
Oh yes.
So how was the time working with the Argos and being on field and being in a crowd, which we're all looking forward to?
I actually wanted to bring my championship bring with me today, but I didn't. I have a championship.
You wanted to stunt on us.
Yeah, I wanted to have a championship pinky ring, 2017 Argos
They gave one to the dancers?
Yes, they did,
That's
man.
super dope.
That was the last year before MLS acquired the Argos. So big shout out to Jory Brown. All right. So 2015, a good friend of ours, Mallory, messaged me and was like, "Hey, we're doing this thing, and would you want to be a part of it?" So that was the first time. It was this nice, cool event for a Bollywood a Punjabi event, and I was selected to be part of the cast to perform, and that was when I first met Jory. And also big shout out to Nicole Pollock as well. Cotton Candy. You know what's up. Cotton Candy. Let's go. So, yeah, yo, listen, man. I love my peoples.
I love the plugs.
I love my peoples. Everybody getting plugs. All right. So Jory Brown, then I impressed her a lot. So what she wanted to do then is she started bringing me on to a lot of these surprise performances. The first one was actually the Argos' last game at the Rogers Center. That was, if you guys watch CFL or anything like that, I was the football player who came in with the cheerleaders and was dancing with them, and it was for Halloween. So you guessed it, we danced to Thriller in the Night. So that was great, man. I did that, and then the next year I did a few events with them as well. And then I think that year Jory wanted to incorporate male dancers with the cheer team. So we performed at the cheer extravaganza. If I miss your name, I'm sorry, but shout out to Sebastian, shout out to Alan Rowe, Mitch, Ken, and I believe, and myself. There's 5 of us. Yeah, that was it. We did the cheer extravaganza. That year, the Grey Cup was being held in Toronto. So we did that, and it was cool. And she had then told me that she really wanted to move forward with really incorporating men or male dancers into the cheer team. And that was when Busy Boom got appointed as the choreographer. Shout out to Busy one time. You know, Busy became the choreographer for that. And although I had an in with Jory, they had requested that everybody send in their tapes. So I sent in the tape. And Busy was surprised. He's like, "Yo, you've been dancing with these guys for quite some time. Like, why are you sending a tape?" But the thing about me is, like, no matter what, like, I'm gonna get my work done. I'm gonna get the job done. Like, I don't like knowing someone, having rapport, whatever. It doesn't grant you anything. You still need to do the work, right? You got to show up. So I auditioned. I got in, and that year I said it. Our first ever rehearsal. I'm like, guys, the chip is ours. I'm getting a ring on this. One of these fingers is gonna have a ring on it. And I would say that, and they'll be like, nah, man. I just kept on putting it in the air. We're gonna get a ring. We're gonna get a ring. And that the beginning of that season for them was kind of rough, honestly. But they made it through. They went to the finals. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to Ottawa to see them win. But my tenure with Argos, because even after that year, I did an extra year. So like officially, I was with them for 2 years, but unofficially and all together, I'd been dancing with them for about like 4 years. Right.
4 years.
Yeah.
And so did you also worked with Diamond?
Diamond, yes. Oh yeah. Hold on. Shout out to my whole Argos team, man. Diamond, Busy, Rap sometimes came in there as well. Derick Robinson. Who else was on that team? Percy came through as well. Alan Rowe, of course. Am I missing any names?
Justin Barkai.
Oh, okay. So one of those performances. I
like that guy.
Joy said, "I want to recreate what we did for the Halloween thing, but I need more guys." So then she's like, "Yo, find me some guys, and we can make it work." So I reached out to Justin, to Percy, to Sebastian, Omar. Anybody else that I'm missing?
I think there's one more, but I forget his name.
So
My apologies.
Myself, and then another gentleman. I apologize, but he actually one of the cheer girls actually knew him, and they brought him on. He's actually a really good guy. I'm just really
Blanking. We're just blanking.
I'm blanking. I'm on the spot, but that was actually a really fun event. We spent our time before we went on stage just literally taking photos and videos of our football uniform, because they had us all decked out from head to toe and full on Argos gear. Like the only thing that we had to bring was our cleats or shoes or whatever, but like from the socks to the helmet.
Yeah, I'm seeing those photos.
Insert picture here.
Yes,
right there.
Yes. For me, as somebody who I love sports a lot, and then for dance to help me get a championship ring, like full circle.
Crazy, right?
Like as a dancer, I have a sports championship ring.
Yeah,
with my last name on it. By the way, it is hot in here.
I know. We're
Listen. If you see me, like oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Woo.
no flex bomb for that. Just you sweating.
Oh no, I'm sweating.
So we mentioned a lot of great dancers that reside here in the city. One of them you also continue to work with to this day is Shavar Blackwood.
Yes, Shavar Blackwood.
So just explain your work with him as with Hot Seat Sunday and other stuff that you guys got going.
So 2017, Shavar had brought back Hot Seat Sunday. He had messaged me, and at that time I couldn't make it work. But in 2018, he had done the first show that year with Hot Seat Sunday, the Valentine's Day show, and I seen pictures and saw footage, and I was like, oh, this is really sick, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm ready to be a part of this. So I messaged him and said, yo, man, if the offer is still there, I really want to do this. But before that had happened, in my whole tenure as a sexy shirtless male dancing man guy,
insert picture here for all the females.
I actually started dancing with a different company before this called Hot Magic Men. Shout out to Sharna, Flo, and also Marnie as well. Marnie had asked me if I wanted to do this, and at first I was like, "What? Nah, nah." So
Hot Seat's like a Magic Mike, just to paint the picture for everyone out there.
If you've seen Magic Mike,
there you go.
Yeah. So then that had happened, and I said, you know what? And that was the year that I was just making use of every single opportunity that I was getting. And I said to myself, you know what, man? We're scared. We're a little bit nervous about this, but let's just do this. If you don't like it, we'll never do it again. And I learned so much. I was learning so much, even with Hot Magic Man. So huge shout out to Talib, to Marnie, to Sharna, and to the whole cast at Manuel, everybody, the whole cast at Hot Magic Man. And then in that, I then went over to Hot Seat Sunday. So there was a time where I was dancing simultaneously for for both those companies. And then Sharna and Marnie had then decided, you know what, like they were just really busy, and they just said, you know what, we're just going to hold off with Hot Magic Men for now. And I became exclusive to Hot Seat Sunday, and it's been about 3 to 4 years deep.
Done all this work, you continue to maintain your relationships with all these heavyweight Toronto heavyweights, as you just mentioned. You transition now into getting to acting and getting on TV screens and print ads and whatnot. Is that where the focus is for Derick moving forward?
Yeah, well, it's not even transitioning. Like I'm compartmentalizing and also doing all these things simultaneously, right? People ask me like what I do. I tell them I'm an artist. I act, I teach, perform, and choreograph dance, and I model, right? So, and if you look at a pyramid or a triangle, right, the heaviest thing is at the bottom. The thing that I do care about the most is my acting. That's what I love the most. It does not mean I don't love dance. It does not mean I don't love modeling. But I love the challenges that acting brings to me, because it is a lens that we are putting upon ourselves and other people in this human condition that we're all experiencing. And we all go through the same thing. We're all going through the same thing, right? So, but it's just like everybody's circumstances are just a little bit different. And that's what gets me, right? Like I just love reading a script and finding out about a character and being like, oh, like here's my opportunity to lend my circumstances from what I've experienced and bring out this character and bring this character alive. So yeah, acting, dancing, and then modeling. Yeah,
that's great. And I feel like of all the things that you've talked about, including the martial arts, all your background history, you've really put in the work. You mentioned that you got to put in the work. Yeah. Where did that work ethic come from?
I I don't like to look bad. I don't want to look bad. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, I bust my ass at dance because I have to. There are some people out there who eat choreo for a living. I've danced with them, so I need to be on par with them. I don't get choreo that easily. I need to work hard on that. Like, when I'm being taught choreo the first time, like, it takes you some time to let it marinate. I got to go home and move with it and let it be my body, right? So because I noticed that, I'm a little bit hard on myself, and the thing about that also is I'm very proud of myself, and I have pride in how I'm perceived, right? If anything, I want someone to look at me, at what I'm doing, whether it's modeling, dancing, and being like, yo, he's doing that. Mm-hmm. He's like you can really feel him put in his energy in that, right? Because it's something that we're doing to touch other people, right? We want people to see what we're doing. We want them to be connected to that. Mm-hmm. And how you are able to do that is you have to put in the work, right? It doesn't matter. Listen, Justin talked about Ian Eastwood. He's where he is at because he put in the work. One of the best dancers of all time, Chris Brown, he put in the work. It might look easy, but it looks easy because he is putting in the hours, right? So, as a dancer, or even as a b-boy, I'm not as active as I would like to be, but I can still get down. I get busy.
He does get busy. let it be known. But it's this transition period that you go through, and I feel like a lot of people who are seeing the things that you're putting out there, I feel like they're like, wow, he's really giving this his all. Mm-hmm. So it's really important that you continue striving for that and continue to maintain the relationships. Yeah. But it's about this next segment in your life. You're like, I'm really going to give it my all here.
Yeah. And the thing about that, and I don't want to step on what you're saying, and I think people, how do I say this? I'm doing all those things at the same time, right? Mm-hmm. But it also comes down, and I learned this from Lauren Lynn. She said, if you book this gig first and another gig comes up, just honor your contract. Do the gig you booked. Mm-hmm. Just do it. Mm-hmm. That's just how it is, right? So for me, that just comes with understanding, and also with the fact that as an artist right now, I'm managing myself. I have an agent, but I'm managing myself, right? So in managing myself, I'm also in control of how I'm being perceived, right? So, and I'm very happy that you guys, even though, Justin, I've known you for some time, so I do really appreciate that. But guys, Christian, amazing guy. I just met him, and even he can see that. Right, but that's the thing though. It's I'm doing it so people understand that it's not easy. You may be talented or gifted or whatever, but hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Mm-hmm. Accountability.
Yeah,
come on. I was going to ask you to, give some advice to the up and coming actors out there, but you kind of just did that.
Just rewind.
Just press rewind. Just do one of these, just do one of those. Just do one of those, and you'll be like, oh yeah, he did touch on that. I do want to give you a nice little break here, Derick, and that's not really a break. What would you call it, Christian?
I'm gonna yam some food.
That's right, Derick. We had to bring you with that island vibes.
Yeah.
Yes. Feel out those island vibes. As you are entering what we call Patty Chats. We call it Patty Chats. Where we on some patty.
Okay.
And have some rapid fire questions.
All right.
Shout out to Golden Patty, who supplied our patties today. Kensington Market, go check them out. Mm-hmm. Definitely a dope spot. Lots of flavors and very flaky beef patties.
Is it? All right. So, Derick, as you enjoy the patty, you have the drink there to wash down anything that you may have. And then we're going to ask you some rapid fire questions. Answer it, and we'll keep it moving.
Okie dokie.
It's very simple.
Yes.
All right. We'll try to cool you down with your shirt. We'll try to cool you down.
It's all good.
All right.
This might spike me up a little bit, but I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Here we go.
So I take a bite first, or
however you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, this is good.
All right. Would you prefer new clothes or a new phone?
New clothes, man. What? Come on.
Favorite shoe?
Oh my goodness. That I've ever worn, or like
Just yeah.
favorite
Sure.
shoe.
Favorite shoe.
Adidas Stan Smith 2's monochrome.
Boom. Summer or winter?
Summer.
What's worse, laundry or dishes?
I like doing both, honestly. Can I say both? I like doing both.
All right. Iced coffee or hot coffee?
I'm going to pass on this question because I'm on a billboard and I can't answer this question right now.
That's what you call flex right there. That was a flex. I'm on a billboard. I can't answer that question right now. A dance style that shouldn't be.
Yo, I can't. That's not fair, man. Okay, I can't. Oh, lyrical. Lyrical is not a dance style. I had a debate with a very prominent Toronto heavy hitter, and he broke down why lyrical is not a dance style. Lyrical is something that you can apply, right? You're doing like lyrical street styles. You're doing like lyrical contempt, but like in itself, it's not a dance style. Yeah.
All right. My most prized shoe is?
Oh my goodness, they're not. My Adidas, ZX Flux Prisms or Pixels. Those are my
A dance style you would like to learn.
Capoeira, like for real, like for real.
Like go down to Brazil and do it.
Yeah, like because I'm a b-boy, so I can get down, but like I really want to get into that. Like I want to be like a high level like grandmaster capoeira practitioner.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sweet or salty?
sweet. Okay. Yeah.
Don't forget about your patty there.
Oh
Jared.
yes, of course. Oh yes.
Don't forget golden patty. We get upset. Blank would be a dream collaboration.
One more time.
Sorry, blank would be a dream collaboration. What the heck did I say? Collaboration? I didn't get it out. Sorry, my bad. Mr. Stone, I'm sorry. That's my drama teacher.
Chaos and Will.i.am. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually surprised that Chaos and Black Eyed Peas haven't worked together. Their sounds were actually very similar. They should work together, in my opinion. Yeah.
Name 3 must-have sneakers that you don't currently have.
Okay. I had a pair of these, but I don't have them anymore. High top Nezas from Adidas. Dark Knights, Jeremy Scott and Adidas. And gotta pick a third one. Honestly, Air Forces. You gotta get your pair of Air Forces, man.
Right.
You need them.
I already know the answer to this question. Apple or Android?
I like Android. Android every day, all day.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and shout out to all the girls who was like, oh my God, you have an Android? Because all your bubbles are green. Yeah, that's right.
Best sneaker purchase?
That's a good question.
My Adidas Samba Consortiums, the Huff, the DQMs, Goodfoot, and I'm missing one more, but that amazing purchase. I bought it online, and when they came, they actually looked a lot better than when I actually thought they would. So yeah, those are the ones.
I'm gonna turn this into two.
Okay.
It's TV or movie, but to watch.
Oh, movie all the time. All the time. I'm a movie person. I just went hold on. Stage 3 hit Ontario today. The first thing I did, I woke up, I brushed my teeth, and I drove to the nearest Cineplex to watch Black Widow because I love going to the movies. I missed going to the movies during quarantine, so movies all the time.
What about to book?
Yo, man, give me all the work, man. Both. I want both. I want the movies. I want the print ads. I want the TV show. I want to be in a comic book. I want the press. Everything. Everything.
He wants it all.
I want it all.
I think weed is
weed, as in cannabis.
Cannabis, yeah.
Okay. It's relaxing.
It would be a dream come true to work with.
John David Washington.
All right, that was it. Instagram or TikTok?
Enjoy my pad. Hold on. Instagram. Not TikTok, no TikTok.
Ninjas or pirates?
What? Holy shit. Yo!
Yeah, we got him off his chair, that one, Christian.
Whoa! Oh my God! That is, pardon me. Wow! Oh wow! Holy! That's hard, man. I'm a ninja. Sorry, but like pirates are bad. Yo, that's not fair. Are you? Come on, seriously?
That was the question.
Ninjas or pirates?
Man, hold on. I'm gonna say this one. Power Rangers or Avengers?
Oh, come on, dog. That's
Yo! What are you doing? Why?
man.
What are you guys doing? Oh, what are you doing right now?
Even me, I'm like,
Hey, man.
Oh,
Pate Chat Pun kicks on stage. Is how he asks the questions. Power Rangers or Avengers? Talk to me nicely.
so this one I have to pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
I can't do both.
Can't do both. Because I know you too.
You know it so well. Go Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's what start. Like, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, man. The Power Rangers was a huge part of my life. I mean, all due respect to Marvel and what they're doing, but Power Rangers, man, like that's here to this day. I still want to roll as a Power Ranger.
Yep. Last one. The key to success is
Hard work. You got to work hard. That's it. Simply put, you have to work hard. Bust your ass.
So, Derick, we hope you enjoyed the Patty Chat.
Oh, the patty's delicious and the chat was amazing.
Yeah, there you go. It's a play off the name there. Nicely done. So where can the people find you right now, Derick? If you want to give out your socials, where can people see what you got going on? If there's any projects that you're working on right now that you want to let the people know.
Right now, I am working on a project called Derailed. It is based on a book written by Cecil Foster, and he talks about his time as a Canadian porter. So porters were the servants in the trains when the trains went from coast to coast. Yeah, unfortunately, they were not treated very well. So, it's just what it was at that time. So I'm doing that at the moment. Where to find me? Instagram, The Chase So Far, which I'm finding out more and more that people actually really love that name and they want it. You can't have that. That's mine. Okay, get your own. Anyways, Instagram, Chase So Far. Twitter, I am Agyemang. Facebook, don't bother me there. Yeah, I think we're good.
We're good.
amazing.
Derick, thank you.
Thank you.
No,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you, Justin and Christian. Yo, I haven't had a patty in a while, so this, like, I feel like I'm in Jamaica right now, man. This is lit. Shout out one time to the patty makers. Who are they?
Golden Patty.
Golden Patty. This is a delicious patty. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. So we thank you once again for coming on Kicks on Stage.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy this episode. We out of here, y'all. Kicks on Stage.
Peace out.
Peace. Thanks for checking out this episode of Kicks on Stage. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell anytime you want to see us drop a new video. Christian, anything you want to say?
No, sir.
Then that's what's up. Kicks on Stage.
Peace.